Okay, welcome to college basketball. Jim Mitchell along with Terry Parks. And Terry's a longtime resident around here and a former college coach. And the Lady Panthers come in here 1-1. They haven't played anything in the league, Terry, and now they run in against a 6-0 Tampa ball club that's highly thought of nationwide.
Well, I'll tell you what, this Tampa ball club, they're the real deal. For the Tech, our Lady Panthers have got to focus on rebounding and limiting their turnovers if they're hoping to have any success in tonight's game.
Yeah, it'll be a tough game for them. We're about 40 seconds away from getting the national anthem played, and then we'll get the starting lineups, and we'll know right away. And the Lady Panthers won one exhibition game they won, and then they won another game. So they've won 2 in a row. They went up and beat Flagler. Flagler beat them here. They went up and beat Flagler at their place. So that was a good sign. And Roberts has been doing a lot of the heavy lifting at 18 points a game, and nobody else is in double figures. So, and she's very athletic and takes it into the paint and goes on, the elbow jumpers and that sort of stuff.
Right. Well, she's going to definitely need some help tonight. That's for certain.
All right, we're ready to do the national anthem, and then we'll get the starting lineups. JC will make a few announcements down there, and we're going to do the national anthem now. Well, that was the Florida Pep Band over there doing a good job here. There's not a whole lot of people here right now, and looks like they got some roped off areas on the other side, but I'm not exactly sure what that's all about, but they do things different here from time to time. So we'll get the University of Tampa in here. They're a very good ball club. They're starting number 1. I don't know who they put out first, but they're starting Maya Gusto. They're starting Sydney Kien. That's Maya Gusto there. And number 5 is Audrey Ramsey. And they're starting Sarah Jones. And then Malia Sullivan. And they're coached this time by Caitlin Mitrick. Tom Jesse not here with us tonight, and usually I have long conversations with him, but he's got other things going on right now. So Caitlin's got the reins, and they're 6-0 and highly thought of. Here comes the Panthers out now. We're getting ready to do the Panther lineup. And out first is number 4. That's Ty Roberts, averaging 18 points a game. The second one out is Sarah Libator, averaging about 7 points a game, and transfer in. And number 11 is Alina Johansson, averaging 7 points a game, and a pretty good hustler and gets her share of rebounds. And number 12 is Icevia Kanati, averaging 10 points a game from Lithuania. And then out last is Kiki Daniels, 5'11" from Georgia, and putting most of the pressure on inside. And they're coached by John Reynolds in his 36th season, and he's assisted by Michaela Gilbaugh in her first season, and she played for Florida Tech. So this is Tampa will be in the all-black uniforms with some red trim, and the Panthers are in gray with white trim. But it's a big contest for them, Terry.
This is a big contest, and this is a great opportunity to really make a presence felt here in the conference. Season opener, they've only played a couple of games, a highly thought of opponent here tonight. So this is a great opportunity for them to really come out with a impressive victory.
Yeah, a couple of 6'3" ladies jumping center, one for Tampa and one for Florida Tech. And the ball is in the air, and it's controlled by Tampa. And they get it off to Sullivan, and they get it off to one of their guards, and the thing's set up outside, and that's Ramsey. In the hands of Gusto. They go inside, shot up, it's good right away. They go to the big lady inside.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way you really make your presence felt from the get-go. Go inside, get a paint touch, and a layup.
They're on the baseline. That's here's Villacanati, takes it into the paint and didn't make that one. Little off balance there, and here comes Tampa down the court quickly, and that's Gusto with it, and ball almost stole away, but not quite. Out it goes to Ramsey, set things up. Libator is guarding her. Panthers look like they're man-to-man. Here's Sullivan on the baseline, and she is difficult to stop.
Absolutely. You can tell from her warm-up. She can go both ways. She shoots the ball very well. Great footwork. Great footwork down low, especially. Anytime
Tampa needs a basket, they get it to her for a little 15-footer, and it's pretty much money all the time. Panthers find themselves down, I think it's 4-0, but they've got 2 up there now. We're just underway. The ladies play 4 10-minute quarters. There are no 1-and-1 in ladies basketball. It's an and one and a 2-shotter, but they won't have no 1-and-1s. Down the court they come to Ramsey. They go inside again, up, and Sullivan's in there, and I thought they had 6 points, but
I did too. But as we see, Jimmy, Tampa's making a point to go inside. Yep. Inside. High percentage shots, keeping pressure on the rim, playing very, very physical.
Libator outside for a 3. That was a long 3, and they needed that.
I think they say that's a 2.
They gave it a 2, long 2 then, okay.
A long 2.
8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's 4-2. Tampa's up by 2. If that's indeed the score.
Yeah, there seems to be some confusion down there.
They might not have counted that one basket for some reason down there, but right now it's showing 4-2 with 8:03 to go in the first. The ladies can take a timeout too late in the game and move it up to half court. And that's not the case with men. I mean, I've seen men want to do that a lot, but it's not going to happen. I'm from Illinois. We beat Syracuse last night like a drum.
Syracuse still long and athletic?
Yeah, and they played that zone, as you know, but Illinois just killed them last night. And Syracuse is 3-4. Illinois is like 6-1. They've only lost one game, but that's the number 3 Virginia. So just thought I'd throw that in there for my man over here on the right. He's, he'll turn us off in a minute if we keep it up. All right, 8:12 to go, and I'm not sure what they're doing, but they're getting everything lined up, and it's 4-2 anyway with 8:12 to go. So here comes Tampa.
So it looks like they've changed to a zone defense here, a little matchup zone here. They've recognized early they're having a hard time matching up with these ladies one man for man. So
Sullivan, top of the key, gets it over in the corner. Ramsey back outside it goes. The ball stolen away there. And they get it off to Libator. Down the court she goes. Does a 360, but Villacanati outside. They go to Kiki Daniels. She takes it inside, and a good move there, but could not finish.
Yeah, just a little long.
7.5 minutes to go. It's still 4-2. They go on to Sullivan, knocked out of bounds by Villacanati. So good defense down on the baseline. And they'll get it out of bounds, will Tampa, and it'll trigger it in there by Ramsey. Ramsey gets it into 15, which is Jones. Now they're way outside. Gusto outside, no good, and the rebound goes to Roberts. Roberts has been pretty quiet here, and she's the one that's been leading this team pretty much, and that's the reason right there. Missed that lay-in.
Yeah.
Wow.
When you're playing teams such as Tampa, those really good teams, you can ill afford to miss those bunnies there. You've got to take everything that they give you.
And then that was a frustration foul on her part after she missed that lay-in, and so it picked up the first foul of the ball game. And we got 7 minutes to go in the first, and it's 4-2. Tampa's up by 2. They go inside right away and put it up and in by Ken.
Yeah, they caught the forward leaking out, and they threw behind her for a layup there. So you want to stay sound, especially after changing the defense. You want to know what you're doing, remember your responsibilities.
Biaconati for a 3 outside. It's a little short, and the Panthers seem to be a little off base here. Ramsey outside, long pass across court. Here's a baseline jumper. Good. That put in there by Jones. And they're 8-2 already, and you don't want to let them get too far ahead here early. It'd be hard to come back on a team like Tampa. Biaconati outside. No, that was Johansson.
There we go.
Now that's inside this time. Kiki Daniels puts that in, and they needed a basket.
Absolutely. If you ever want to stop the bleeding, go inside. Get into the paint. Worst case, get to that free throw line.
They throw away outside and get it back to Sullivan. Ramsey in the corner. Gusto shot. It's good, and it's a 3.
And it didn't even move the net. So that's 2 shots there from that short corner area. You've got to figure out, that responsibility. Who has that assignment over there?
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's 11-4 right now. Tampa's out here by 7 with 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Roberts with it. Takes it in right around the elbow. Gets it outside to Johansson. Biaconati, little mid-ranger, and puts it in there.
Very nice shot. They worked for it, but it worked out for them. Very nice shot from the elbow.
We're approaching 5 minutes to go in the first. It's 11-6. Jim Mitchell along with Terry Parks, and we're in the Clemente Center, Melbourne, Florida. And Tampa's got the ball, driving lay-in, and a foul on the Panthers.
Yeah.
They're going to get that foul. It's going to be called on Lipitor. That's her first, the team's second, and they'll shoot some free throws. And then it's going to be Ken shooting free throws. She averages about 17 points a game. And that free throw up is no good. 5:05 to go in the first. It's 11-6. And here comes this free throw, and made that one. It's 12-6. They put somebody else in the lineup on me, and they brought in Remington Smith for the Panthers, and also brought in Sev Ugin. That's Sev with the ball now. They go inside. Kiki. Shot up. It's good.
Great move. Nice face up. She was able to use her agility and her speed and get her shot off in the paint.
All right, it's 12-8. Panthers are trailing by 4 here at the 4.5-minute mark. Here's a long shot outside. It's no good. Rebound goes to the Panthers. They've also brought into the lineup is Akampora. And a foul is going to be called on Tampa. It will not be a shooting foul, I don't think. And we're going to take a media timeout with 4:21 to go here in the first. It's 12-8, Tampa.
Institute of Technology, a university built upon discovery, driven by innovation, and focused on the future. Known for what we do best, high-tech, hands-on education with a global impact. Rigorous research that advances the state-of-the-art, expands human knowledge, and inspires future generations. Florida Tech, a community of learners united in the relentless pursuit of greatness.
We're back here at courtside with 4:21 to go, and Terry, the Panthers really, though, only down 4 when I thought they started out pretty shaky.
Yeah, they were shaky. I think the physicality of Tampa really bothered them early on, but they seem to have adjusted, and in fact, they've actually become pretty aggressive. We've had a couple of drives into the basket, a couple of close, almost and ones, some post speeds. So it seems as though they have their mind made up that they're going to go back inside and fight fire with fire.
Yep, and Kiki Daniels made a couple inside there, close order, and then that made a big difference.
Thank you.
All right, we're ready to get things underway, and it's Panther basketball underneath their own basket here. And they get it outside to Smith. She runs it down. Daniels outside. Back it goes to Sev. And this is Johansson. Missed everything, and it's going to be out of bounds and belong to Tampa. Johansson is a pretty good shooter, though, from that range. Shoots about, 34% from there. This time didn't draw iron. 4 minutes to go. It's 12-8.
So the Lady Panthers are going back man-to-man.
Sullivan takes it inside. Shot up is no good. Rebound goes to Kiki again, and the long pass goes down to Johansson. Going to take it all the way down and missed another. That's 2-3 lay-ins we've made.
Yeah, like I said before, you've got to make those. Those are the shots that you're working for. You got to there's an ounce more of concentration and put that thing off the glass. Let the glass work for you.
I think that shot was partially blocked on Jones. Somebody knocked it out of bounds, and you got to be heads up all the time, or they'll slip up behind you. Into the lineup, too, is coming number 25. That is Dama Aman. And she's from Hungary and about 6'2". And now goes Kiki. Get the break. Panther basketball. 3:27 to go here in the first. They get it off to Sev Ugin. Outside to Smith. And she gets a Akapora. Top of the key. They go inside this time to Amon, up off the glass.
Great big-to-big screen. Big-to-big screen. She comes over the top, catches and scores. Excellent offense.
And the Panthers pull within 2 here with 3 minutes to go in the first, and it's 12-10. Here's Jones outside with it, and now gets it way outside to Ramsey. Baseline jumper, that was pretty good there, though. And it's 14-10. Tampa up by 4. We're at 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Akapora outside. Amon's got it. They get it to Smith. Johansson, top of the key. A foul is going to be called on Tampa.
I'll tell you what, that is an awesome sequence that John just ran. They had a shuffle cut and 2 separate sets of stagger screens. So they have great motion, great action going on, keeping Tampa occupied.
And Tampa brought in number 23, which is Elena Gallagher. Here's a mid-range jumper, and it's not good. Rebound goes to Ramsey. Here comes Tampa. Down the court quickly. We're approaching 2 minutes to go, and they get it inside to Sullivan. They're shot up, and it's good.
Yeah, she is a handful. They got cross-mixed. They had a mismatch in transition. She seemed to she got frustrated because she had a smaller guard on her. But she eventually got the ball anyways and ended up scoring.
They go inside to Sev. Shot up, no good, and that was a little strong, too. And they're on a 4-0 run here, and they take it all the way down off the glass. Good, and a foul is going to be called on Johansson.
Yeah, they did a good job of really pushing the ball before the Lady Panthers set up their defense.
Yeah, it was 12-10, and they're on a 6-0 run here in the last minute or so, and they're also relocating and bringing in Marcheski. Eleanor Marcheski. She's a transfer from James Madison University. I don't know how about basketball, but their football team's pretty good. They made that free throw because I got my grandson up at Coastal, and they beat them 47-7.
Oh, wow.
And Coastal was 9-1.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
And they got beat by 40. All right, a minute and a half to go. It's 19-10. Tampa's up by 9. Roberts outside, no good. Rebounds going to Ramsey. Here comes Tampa down the court quickly, and the Panthers better get on defense. And here's a mid-range jumper. It's not good. Rebound goes Lipitor, and down the court she comes all the way down and made that lay-in.
Great job.
They need to get off of that 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm glad she was able to get out ahead of the defense and finish her score with the layup.
19-12. Should be at the free throw line. Let's see, at the free throw line, she's not shot a whole lot of them, but she hadn't missed any either. And she didn't miss that one either. So it's 19-13. That's what John Reynolds needed there to stop some of the bleeding, as you said.
Okay, I thought they were going to extend their pressure out a little bit.
Gusto brings it across for Tampa. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Amon.
That was questionable. Amon did a great job of stepping up the floor, making the ball handler go around her. But it seems the referee was a little sensitive right there.
There you go. And it's a fourth foul on the Panthers, so they go to long pass inside. Could not get the lay in like they wanted. 55 seconds to go here in the first. Gusto has it outside. They're on the baseline, and then the ball's taken inside, and it's stolen away. No, it's a charge this time. They're going to call a charge on Gallagher.
Yeah, we'll take that. I thought she was in that circle there, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
We will take it.
So Panthers both teams got 4 fouls, so they only got 40 seconds to go in this quarter, so both of them are in the bonus now. They would shoot 2 free throws if there's another foul. Sev's got it and then traveled in for sure.
Yeah, she sure did.
She had stutter stepped out there around the free throw line.
She had a case of the happy feet. Happy feet. It happens to the best of us, Jimmy.
Yep.
Happens to the best of us.
And bringing in, haven't seen Grace Spear in. She's in there now, number 3.
As I said before, they've extended their defense up the court.
Yeah, we kind of make them waste a little bit of time here, and 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. Tampa's up 19-13. Ramsey's outside. They go. A foul is going to be called on Amon, I think, and that bailed him out.
Yeah, it did. Number 23, did a really good job posting up, Ms. Gallagher. She did a great job posting up. Again, when you have post players like Tampa has, they do it. They're really, really, really physical. They post you up the court. They don't post up an area. They post up a body. They really get into your flesh, and they really do a good job of putting at least 1 foot into the paint when they're posting.
Yep, and now that gives them 20 points, 2 shot free throws after a 4th foul. Here comes the second one. It's on its way and made them both. 14 seconds to go in the first. And Tampa's got an 8-point lead, and that's probably matches their largest lead. Ball knocked around, and 8 seconds to go, and Gusto takes it all the way down. No good. Ball knocked around. Goes back out. Spears going to shoot a long one, and well, almost made it. That's the end of the first quarter with Tampa up 21-13. We'll be back. Okay, we're back here at courtside. Jim Mitchell along with Terry Parks, and the Panthers trailing 21-13. We'll get some stats up here for just a little later on here and see how things are going. But I think the rebounds are probably pretty close. I'm not sure about the turnovers are probably not an effort. It's just I think in the paint we're getting beat in the paint a little bit.
It's the paint, and without seeing the stats, I would say the free throws. I would say the paint touches and the free throws are what's the difference in this game here. Like I stated earlier, Tampa is really making a point to go inside and play inside out, and that's where those free throws are coming from, the pressure that they're applying to our rim.
All right, the Panthers get it to start here on the ultimate possession, so they get it out first. Smith's got it outside, and she's still got it, and a little driving lay-in is good.
Great. When all else fails, to put your head down and go.
At 21-15, Tampa by 6. We're 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. Gallagher's got it outside, and Gusto has got it back to Gallagher. Give and go. It's stolen away. Libertor's got it. I'm not sure she's going to take it all the way, and she got cut off. Johansson for 3. No good. Rebound, and Kiki got it. Wow. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Libertor had it. Via Canati made it.
Absolutely. Now you see the Panthers, the Lady Panthers are putting pressure on their basket. All out relentless on the offensive glass. Keep shooting it, pursue the ball until you make it.
How's the rebounds look if you look at rebounds on there?
Well, Tampa has 9, and Florida Tech has 6.
Okay.
Well, it's probably 9-9 now.
Yeah, they just made a basket now, 23-17. Looked like a long 2. 8.5 minutes to go in the first half, and Panthers down by 6. Shot outside is not good by Via Canati. Long pass down the court, and their mid-range jumper, it's not good. Rebound goes to Gallagher, and a foul on Johansson. We got 8:17 to go. It's 23-17. After this game, the men will be around and play the University of Tampa. And both ball clubs are 1-0 in the league in the men's side of the house. All right, it's going to be Tampa's ball. Gusto is there. Now they got Gallagher triggering it in. No, it's Marcheski. Marcheski throwing it in, and Gallagher received it. Gusto with it. On the baseline, somebody let somebody get away right there, and then they get that rebound, and a foul is going to be called on Kiki, and you can't blame her for that. She got out-rebounded, and you have to stop the basket.
Well, that was a function of them rotating. Florida Tech had to rotate because the ball handler beat us off the dribble so bad, and then once the shot goes up, you're already at a disadvantage. So she had a free run to the offensive glass.
8:04 to go. 2 free throws coming, and this one's up, and it's good. Let's see at the free throw line. 4 out of 5. So now they're 5 out of 6.
And we're one. We were 1 for 1.
And they missed that one, though. And they get the rebound back, and the Panthers are a little flat-footed on that one. Gusto with it outside. Ramsey's got it. And they got the 14 came in the lineup. That would be Guthrie. Devon Guthrie's in the lineup for the Panthers. Shot clock violation. The Panther defense kind of bugged them a little bit. It's only a 7-point game, 24-17 against a highly thought-up ball club here. It comes in leading the league here at 6-0 and 1-0 in the league. But there's a lot of good ball clubs in this league. Here's Smith outside. Guthrie gets it. Kiki takes it and dishes it outside. Via Canati. Guthrie takes it inside. It tries to throw it off to Kiki, and it didn't work.
It was a great idea. Great idea. Just a little bit too high.
7:19 to go in the first half. It's 24-17. And since this turnovers, we had like 2 and they had like 3. It wasn't bad. Now we've had a couple more, though, since then. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Tampa's up by 7. They've got the ball. And the Panther defense is doing a pretty good job. They stole it away. Here comes Smith all the way down. Driving lay-in's good.
Active hands, active hands. All you defensive guys out there, you got to use those hands. Use those hands and make good things happen.
It's 24-19. They want to go inside. They do get it inside. Shot up, and it is good. And that was in the, they brought their big lady back in, Sydney Ken.
Yeah, I would like to see us add just a little bit more resistance.
Oh, the bank's open.
Yeah, it's not 6 yet.
And that was Libator, and put that thing in from way out there, and it's 26-22. Reverse lay-in's good.
Yeah, as I said before, Jimmy, Tampa's getting the ball into the post just a little bit too easy. I'd like to see us either front the post or push them off of the block a little bit. But they're catching it and turning and scoring.
At the break, it was 10-8 in the paint. They were up by 2 points in the paint, but they got a few more since then. And they're bringing Ugin back in, and also Tampa's bringing Sullivan in. They gave her a pretty good break. It's 28-22, and here comes the free throw up, and it is not good. Rebound goes to Sev. Smith put it outside. Right around between the circles. Not into the offense just yet. Libator gets it outside. Guthrie. Way outside Libator on the baseline. Little floater. Had the right idea. It goes to Gusto, and down she comes. They go inside again, and a good move in there, and split 2 players.
They found that mismatch that time. They found it that time, and she knows what to do with it.
30-22. Yeah, she's averaging 17 points a game, and Guthrie outside, no good. Rebound goes to Tampa, and they're getting a lot of the loose ball rebounds now. Here comes Ramsey. They go inside again to Sullivan. Back outside. Mid-range jumper. Good.
Yeah. Another paint touch, playing inside out. Ball goes in, collapses the defense, kicks out for an open jump shot.
It was 26-22. They're on a 6-0 run. We'll keep it right here. John Reynolds wants a 30-second timeout to talk about it, and basically he's turned it over a couple of times and getting out rebounded, and they're going in the paint.
And it seems as though we've received a technical foul as well, maybe?
I think it's just a 30-second timeout. And
okay, I thought there was some discussion and extracurricular activity there.
University built upon discovery, driven by innovation, and focused on the future.
After the 4th foul, they go to the free throw line for 2. They can get an and 1, but not a 1-and-1.
Okay.
5:07 to go here. It's 32.
Institute of Technology, a university built upon discovery, driven by innovation, and focused on the future. Known for what we do best, high-tech, hands-on education with a global impact. Rigorous research that advances the state-of-the-art, expands human knowledge, and inspires future generations. Florida Tech, a community of learners united in the relentless pursuit of greatness.
All right, we're coming out of this timeout with 5:07 to go. Panthers are down by 10. And if I look at some of these stats, they're out rebounding us 15-10. The turnovers are 5-2, but they've actually turned it over more than we have. So that's hard to believe, but it's the way it is. Libator goes inside to Sev, and she's on the baseline. And a foul is going to be called on Sullivan. And she didn't believe it.
Yeah,
All right, 4:56 to go in the half. It's 32-22, and the Panthers have been on that 22 for a while. Smith's got it in the corner, so to speak. Outside, Kiki takes it in, shot up. That was not going to go from the get-go. Comes Tampa with the ball and a 10-point lead and 4.5 minutes to go in the half. They go inside, turnaround shot, no good. Rebound Roberts. Shot outside, good by Kiki Daniels.
She really stepped into that one, had a nice rhythm to that shot.
Let's see, Daniels, that gives her like 6 points. They take it inside, and a foul is going to be called on Libator. And they're going to, let's see, at the free throw line on this go-around, they're 5 out of 8 now, which they went from 83% down to 62 or so. Biaconati comes in, and Acapora comes in. Free throw up, and it's short. So they're getting a little rusty, 5 out of 9 from the free throw line.
Right, but unfortunately, it seems we're going to be in foul trouble at this pace if we keep it up, putting them there.
Made that free throw. Yeah, they're in the bonus the rest of the way, 4 minutes. And Roberts takes it all the way down. That's a good move there. Took it right in.
Absolutely.
33-26 with under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Ramsey's got it outside. Sullivan up, no good. Rebound knocked around, and it's going to be long to Roberts. Takes it down, shot up this time. It's not going to go. And they tied it up. It's going to belong to Tampa. We got it to start the quarter, so they're going to get it back now. 3:31 to go in this first half, 33-26, and the Panthers are hanging around.
Yes, they are. They're getting a little scrappy. Roberts has a scrappy spirit about her. I like that. I like that. Get all the loose balls.
Ramsey's got it outside. Long pass across court. Here's a three put in by Marcheski, and that hurt the Panthers. They go inside via Canati, and her little shot up is good. Pretty good move.
Absolutely. Nice footwork. Went one way, finished it on the other way. I'm glad they didn't get caught up with a made three on this end and felt that they had to shoot a three.
Yeah, it's 36-28. The lead is 8. 2:50 to go here. They get a feed inside, and that's going to work every time.
Absolutely. They are they're feeding their stud.
10-point ball game, 38-28. Shot outside is good by Viaconati. Now that was helped a lot. Now back to 7 again, 38-31.
I figure if we can get a couple of stops here, we might be in business.
They get that pass away across to Marcheski again, and this time Sullivan dishes it
off,
shot up, and a foul on the Panthers.
No, it's a travel. She shuffled her feet before the pass. Yes,
okay.
She did.
They caught a break there on 38-31. Tampa by 7, 2:16 to go. And John's going to put Farah Shaban in there. She's from Cairo, Egypt, a long way from home.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got here. They've gone zone. They've gone back 2-3.
Looks like it. Shaban got it outside. Roberts, they get it. Acapora. Biaconati in the corner. Kiki. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Panthers. 14 on the shot clock, so that's not an issue. John Reynolds up shouting directions, and so is Caitlin on the other end. They get it to Shaban. Roberts has it. We're down to 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Top of the key, takes it in there, right around the free throw line. Shot up off the glass, not good. Rebound Kiki, and a foul is going to be called on Tampa, I think. And it's going to be called on Sydney Ken. And they bring in number 23, which is Gallagher.
Were they shooting? They're in active shooting, weren't they? Yeah, there we go.
I guess it was. And let's see, Kiki at the free throw line. Well, we haven't got a whole lot of stats out here, but maybe made 1 out of 1 or something like that. Here's this free throw, and it's good.
Right.
So the Panthers are back to within 6 here with 1:45 to go in the first half.
Absolutely. They're hanging around there. They can hang it around. If they can just figure out how to guard that interior.
Yeah, the ball was Via Canati had it, and they took it away from her. 1.5 to go, and it's a 6-point ball game, and Tampa's got the ball and the lead. Ramsey way over again. Marcheski. They get it outside. They want to go inside. Now Sullivan's got it, and she loses it out of bounds. It's Panther basketball. 1:18 to go.
Great defensive possession. Had a baseline drive. Had a rotation over to shut off the baseline. Kicked it back out. Talked. Scrambled. Great defensive possession.
All right. Panthers with it with the ball now. Down by 6. We're approaching the 1-minute mark of the first half. They get it outside Acapora. Here's Via Canati short on this one. She wasn't set for that one. Really, I've seen her play a lot, and she can drill threes about as well as anybody on the team, but not this. She made one a while ago, but then missed this one. 50 seconds to go. The 6-point ball game. They're leaving this 3-point shooter open again, and that's not a good thing. Marcheski. That was a big basket there. Went from 6 to 9 right away. Via Canati outside and gives it to Roberts. Acapora is a good 3-point shooter, but hadn't taken one, I don't think. Roberts has it. Takes it into the paint, off the glass. That's just a good move. That's all there is to it.
Absolutely.
41-34. 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Ramsey with it for Tampa. Chabon's on her. They switch off. Sullivan takes it inside. Travel. Charge,
absolutely. Great help defense. Rotation over. Got her feet planted. Stood there and took it. Great job.
I don't think she's having the game that we expected out of her. She got 4 points or maybe.
And those were early.
Those were early, right. Here's a long shot outside. It's not good. That's the end of the first half with the Panthers trailing Tampa 41-34. We're going to take a 15-minute break, and we'll be back.
We're joined by Sean Halp from Panther Men's Basketball. Sean, thanks for joining us.
Yep, thanks for having me.
What's your major at Florida Tech, and why did you choose it? Is it something that you've always wanted to do?
My major is sports management, and I chose it because I've always loved sports, and I want to be able to do something with sports after college, and it would just offer me a great opportunity to do so.
So, coming from a Division I school, what was it about Florida Tech that drew you here?
There were a couple things. It was obviously great weather. I wanted to get away from home a little bit. I know historically this is a pretty good program in a great conference, and there's great people down here, so there was a lot that I liked.
How do you plan to use your degree after graduation?
I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'd like to work on the ATP tour, tennis tour. I love tennis, and I want to work on the business side of the ATP tour.
What are some of the projects that you've been able to do in the classroom? Is it you get to do networking like at events, or how's that going for you?
Yeah, we've done a lot of real world problems and worked on projects that we've gotten to present in front of real life businesses, and if they liked our ideas, they would take them. And I feel like that's been very helpful for me. And then I'm interning this semester through the school with you guys, so that'll also be very valuable.
We're glad to have you. How do you keep everything balanced once the season starts? Because it's 3+ months. You have the road trips. There's so much that goes on in and around the holidays, and you've got a big workload. How do you make everything work for you?
It's honestly not too hard. Just staying on top of the schoolwork, getting that done, and showing up to practice, working hard every day, and getting extra work in. It's really not too hard because I enjoy being here. I enjoy everything about it, so it's fun, so it doesn't really feel that overwhelming at all, ever.
How has being a college athlete prepared you for everything that you're doing now in terms of classes and all of that? And do you feel like there's any lessons that you've learned on the basketball court that apply to your studies?
Yeah, it's taught me to not procrastinate, because on the basketball court, like, I get my work done in the summer. Like, I work hard throughout the whole year, not just at the last minute right before the season. So it's taught me to take that into the classroom and don't wait till the day before to get assignments done. Just get it done early and stay organized and take care of what I have to.
What advice would you give to an athlete that would be coming here and might be looking at getting into sports management?
I'd say it's a great program, and the professors here are great in the business building. It's a lot of fun. I have a close connection with a lot of them, especially Mr. Muth, Miss Mims. Like, it's great people that are a lot of help, and I would highly recommend it here.
So we've got the 22-23 season just about 2 months out. How do you feel about the team this year, and what are you looking forward to the most?
I feel really good. We're all really excited. People worked hard in the summer, we can tell, and we're looking forward to get going. We have a lot of returners, a few newcomers that should help us, and we have high expectations for ourselves going into this year.
We're looking forward to watching you as well. Sean, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We're joined by Ashley Babiart from Panther Women's Soccer. Ashley, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So what's your major at Florida Tech, and why did you choose it? Is it something that you've always wanted to do?
So my major is aeronautical science. I'm a non-flight major, and I've always wanted to just be around planes, whether it's either looking into start flying them after college through the military, or if I wanted to do like designing or work with like major companies like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and like work on designing aircraft that way.
What was it about Florida Tech that drew you here?
So this was the college that offered my major, and the extensive graduation to career was a major thing for me, was that they had a huge, like, if you graduated, you were more than likely having a job, which was a huge thing for me because not a lot of colleges offer that really small, like, hey, we really care about you and we really want you to get a job and be successful, and that's what I really loved about it.
So how do you plan to use your degree after graduation?
So right now I'm looking into internships to possibly do designing, or possible even just working with engineers on building more efficient aircraft, because right now aircrafts are efficient and sufficient as the way they are, but people want to make them more efficient.
So what are some of the exciting projects you've been able to work on in class this year? I mean, obviously, with aviation, and we have the Melbourne Airport right here, you get maybe more hands-on than other majors. What's that been like?
So in my sophomore year, we actually did a project on designing our own airplane. So we used an X-Plane program that we were able to design our own aircraft. And it was actually during our playoffs of last year that I sat there in the lobby and all of us were doing our homework. I was just sitting there designing an aircraft, and all the girls were like, oh my God, this is like so interesting. It's so cool. And it was such like a really cool experience to really just like be able to design our own aircraft.
That's an experience I don't think people can get anywhere else. You're going to the NCAA tournament and you're designing a plane. That's a good sell. For you, obviously, especially with how intrinsic your major is and how much work goes into it, and you guys have all those road trips during the season, how do you make everything work for you? How do you stay balanced?
So I played club soccer before, and I had to balance high school with it too, so I was already really time managed as myself. And my parents helped me a lot with like building, hey, when you have free time, make sure you use it to your ability. So I'm very good at getting my assignments done, making sure if I can have at least 2-hour window before, I can at least get most of my assignments done. And even on the bus, we have a lot of girls bringing laptops, homework, and you see girls sitting next to each other helping each other with homework. So we're all a pretty good, inclusive team that we all help each other with something if we have like help with homework. So everyone's usually working on the bus, so it's a pretty quiet ride up there.
You mentioned time management, obviously. How has being a collegiate athlete prepared you for all this and for what you're going to do next? And do you think there's any other lessons that you've taken from the pitch that you use in the classroom?
Very disciplined, very, very disciplined, and just being mentally strong. If sometimes you're not doing so well in your work and you think you can be putting out more, you kind of just need to take a step back and really look at and ask for help, like how we would ask help from our coaches. If we're struggling with something, we can ask our professors and our advisors and the people that are maybe a little bit smarter than we are and like are excelling in a certain like place that we're not. We can easily ask people, hey, like, what do I need to work on that's better? What do I need to work to get a better performance, to better work and put out better work? Because the better work that you put out is going to be beneficial to everyone else.
What advice would you give to an athlete coming to Florida Tech that's interested in the aviation field?
I think it's an excellent opportunity. It's amazing. Like, they have so many opportunities for pilots. Like, I'm a non-flight student, but I have friends that are flight students, and they talk about how much they love it and that they are always consistently learning something new. They're already getting their ratings. I have some friends of mine that are getting starting to work in their commercial ratings, which is a huge deal, and they're going to be going into the commercial airlines and be flying for them soon. So I think it's a huge deal.
What have you enjoyed the most about being a part of the women's soccer program here?
Everything, really. I love everything about it. I think that the girls, even from last year, we have the same girls, but we also have the girls that have moved on and graduated. So it's also just experiencing making new friends, building new bonds, definitely just having a new coach into from the past 3-4 years. He's done an excellent job really bonding us all together. So he takes a part of that our academics also come first if we are struggling, and that he definitely just takes care of us on and off the field to make sure that we're doing okay, mentally, physically, even through academics.
And we love being able to talk to someone with such a demanding major and still being able to thrive on the field. Ashley, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We're joined by Jada Hall from Panther Women's Basketball. Jada, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
What's your major at Florida Tech, and why did you choose it? Is it something that you've always wanted to do?
My major is pre-law with a minor in forensic psychology. I actually wanted to be an oceanographer, but I realized that I hated math, so something just drew me to forensic psychology. And then I started taking forensic classes, but I realized I liked the law aspect more than the criminal aspect. So
growing up in Atlanta, what was it about Florida Tech that drew you here?
The weather, the beach, and the coaching staff.
So how do you plan to use your degree after graduation?
I am currently studying for the LSAT, and I plan to go to law school next year. I plan to become a corporate attorney and work for bigger corporations, and then I'm currently a young entrepreneur and I own an athleisure wear business. As time goes on, I want to grow my own business and brand. So
it's interesting that you wanted to look at both the forensic psychology and the law aspect. What brought you about to that, and where do you want to be in the field, once you're working? Because it does sound like very related topics, but two very different aspects.
I like the criminal classes that the school offers, but I like the logical thinking and arguing a little bit more.
So in these classes, between your pre-law and the forensic psychology, what exactly would be some of the projects that you've worked on, or is it a little bit different in these areas? What's something in your class that you've really liked doing?
Well, forensic psychology and pre-law are completely different. In my pre-law classes, I'm making arguments, and in my forensic psychology classes, I'm studying crime and analyzing where crime takes place. So one project that I'm working on is, should breast implants be banned? And I'm arguing that they should not. I'm interested in going into medical malpractice, but if not medical malpractice, I plan on working in corporate law and maybe a hospital as an in-house hospital attorney. So.
Between all the early morning practices and the film sessions and the road trips, there's a lot that goes on during your season. How do you keep everything going once you're in season? Because that is a lot.
Well, every day, I've been here for 4 years, so now I know that I have to wake up at 5:30, or really 5 o'clock. So I've trained my mind to not think about that, man, I have to wake up. I just know that I just train myself to realize that, man, I get to be here, I get to work out, and then right after workouts, I study, and then I go to weights, and then I learn how to take a nap in the middle of the day, and then I just go to my classes. But I budget my time by doing all my work ahead, But, yeah.
So to mention that, you talk about time budgeting, and when we talk with a lot of these athletes, it is about time management and discipline. But how has being a college athlete prepared you for what you're going to do? And do you feel like there's any lessons that you've taken from basketball on and off the court that you feel like help you with your studies?
I would tell a freshman, an incoming freshman, to figure out what you want to do with your degree ahead of time and not wait until junior year to change your major. And also be disciplined freshman year. Don't wait and say, oh, I'll take.
All right, we're back here at courtside where it's halftime, and you got about 2.5 minutes here in the break. And the Panthers are hanging pretty tough. They're only down by 7 points, and we'll see how that turns out, Terry.
Yeah, they're being out-rebounded by a few. Again, a lot of it is off of the defensive rotation. But all in all, the turnovers, we're winning that. We're actually outscoring them for points off of turnovers. We have more paint points than they do. We have more second chance points, more fast break points. So, if they can work on a couple things, if they can improve their pick and roll ball screen defense, because what's happening is one or two things. Either they're switching altogether and they're ending up with a mismatch down low, or because the weak side help is helping that mismatch, they're skipping the ball over the top for a wide open, either short corner shot or a wide open three. So, but it's all stemming from that ball screen. So they've got to do, I like to see the Lady Panthers shore up that ball screen defense, and hopefully we can tighten that up a little bit.
Yeah, I think what's a thing that stood out to me, too, on this particular one is Akampora, who averages about 10 points a game and shoots about 50% from the threes, never took a shot.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is. I mean, and I just and as far as time played, let me see, where is she?
Right here. 24.
Yeah, she only played 8 minutes out of the first 20. So, I'm a little confused because I think she's one of our better shooters.
Yeah, she's averaging 9.5, almost 10 points a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to add to what I said earlier, we need to get her going, get her a couple of shots.
Well, we're about 20 seconds away. The band's been playing all during the halftime, and when this game's over, we'll get John Reynolds up here and talk to him about the game a little bit, and then we'll get ready for the men's game, and then we'll get Billy up for his post game and get out here by midnight. Maybe not. All right, we're about 4 seconds away, and the ball is going to belong to the Panthers to start this half. So he's changed the lineup just a little bit. He's got Sev is in the lineup now. So the Panthers get the ball, and we're ready to go as soon as the official tells us to.
Yeah, I want to see what type of set they have coming out of the locker room. That's going to tell us a lot about what's going to happen.
They go inside, shot up, it's not good, got fouled, and the foul is going to be called on Ken. How many did she got, really? That's maybe her third foul.
Third foul. So that's a great indication. They want to go inside and actually attack Ken, make her guard.
Yeah, they're going to pull her right away, too.
Absolutely. So that's a win so far.
And Gallagher comes in. And at the free throw line, I think Kiki's been doing pretty well at the free throw line.
She 1 for 2.
1 out of 2. Made that one.
2 for 3.
And it's a 6-point ball game. They got it within 4 there for a while in the first half, but and then they weathered a storm and they missed that free throw, and they get the ball back. Ramsey down the court quickly. They go inside and shot up Oh, they got a foul on Villacanati. I thought maybe that was a pretty good block.
Yeah, they got her swinging down. You know, I always tell our players, you know, if you swing down 9 times out of 10, they're going to call a foul, even if you hit off ball. So just go up there in the sky and go up there and meet it up in the air.
And you leave the officials with he has to make some kind of call, and it'll generally be against you in that situation.
Absolutely.
Gallagher at the free throw line, and the free throw up is good. Let's see, Gallagher is 4 out of 5 at the free throw line, not the person you want to foul. And that's good for a big person to be able to shoot that kind of free throws. 5 out of 6 now.
That's good for anybody.
83% in this game, and the lead is back to 8. And Johansson outside, gets it off Libator. Villacanati's going to shoot a 3, missed it. Rebound goes to Kiki. Inside it goes, up and in by Villacanati, and that's a good pass by Kiki.
Absolutely, and most importantly, that's great activity on the offensive glass. Great activity. Always assume that your teammate's shot is going to be a miss. Always go to the glass.
6-point ball game, 8:50 to go here in the third. Long pass way outside. They take it on the baseline, throw it away. Turnover for Tampa. Well, John Reynolds has been coaching for all these years, you know, and that's about the 9th turnover or so for Tampa. So they've turned it over a little bit, but John knows how to get back into a game if it's possible. They're in the corner. Ugin back outside, Villacanati. Now they get to Johansson.
A little motion action going on here.
Baseline shot up. It's not good.
Oh,
they're going to get a foul on whom?
13.
Really?
Well,
John's following that referee, and she won't turn around.
So that's her second foul. But you know what? It speaks to the activity again. Sometimes they're going to call it. Just make them earn their money. Go every time.
8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. They try to go inside. Gallagher, now they get it outside for a 3. It's short. Rebound goes to Kiki. Lipitor outside, going to shoot a 3. Missed it. Rebound goes Ramsey. Here comes Tampa the other way. And Sullivan's going to take it all the way up and in. Just kind of floating along, and they're waiting on it.
Yeah, and that's the second time tonight that we've taken quick shots. And usually quick shots lead to layups on the other end. When we're not ready to rebound the basketball, the shot goes up quickly. If it doesn't go in, bad things tend to happen.
7.5 minutes to go here in the third, and Tampa's up by 8. Villacanati's got it, takes it on the baseline, shot up, not good. Got her own rebound, up and no good. And what they calling now? John's on that one official. He don't like the way she's doing business.
Yeah, he's giving her an earful.
Yeah.
He's giving her an earful.
Even though it went his way. He wanted to foul down there somewhere, but I didn't see it. And 7:16 to go here in the third. It's a 8-point ball game, and Tampa's got the lead. Lipitor outside with it. Takes it into the paint. Turn around, shot up. Wow.
There was somebody there.
That same official didn't call it. She got tired of John aggravating her. 7 minutes to go. It's a 8-point ball game for Tampa. They led by 7. I thought the
good rotation.
Ugin picked up that pass, and Lipitor's going to shoot another 3. Going to miss that one, too. Villacanati got the rebound. Lipitor again and missed that one. The rebound goes to Johansson, and a foul is going to be called on Tampa. Kind of coming under the back a little bit, I think, and that was on Jones. 6:41 to go here. It's 45-37. We're in the third, and there's Roberts coming back in.
Well, the ladies they're engaged on both ends. We just need a couple of those shots to drop.
Yep. Ball knocked out of bounds, and the Panthers are going to keep it. Still got 20 on the shot clock. 6:40 to go here in the third, and they are going to bring in Smith. And they're reloading, bringing in number 33, which is Marcheski. And we know how she can shoot threes. All right. Panthers trying to get the ball in. Everybody's crowded up down there in the corner. A lot of time on the shot clock. Daniels with it outside. Johansson takes it into the paint, dishes it out. Kiki for a long one, and that was just too long for the big center, I think. Way out there then. I didn't like that possession that well.
No, throughout the course of the game, you tend to have bad possessions every now and again. I would not classify that one as a good one. They could have gotten that shot at any time.
Yep, and we're approaching the 6-minute mark of the third, and it's an 8-point ball game. They had a 7-point lead at half. It's 8 now, which is.
So here they've gone back to their ball screening action, which is, that's
the third foul on Kiki there. So it's exactly 6 minutes to go, and they're going to bring back in Amon. And Kiki's going out with 3 fouls. Amon's already got 2 anyway.
Yeah.
And they're putting Gusto at the free throw line. Free throw is good.
Now you're seeing what I alluded to in the first half, but the Tampa ladies shooting all of these free throws are getting into our bench now.
Right. And there's that free throw made too, and now it's a 10-point ball game. Smith's with it. Gets it out to Roberts. Roberts looks to penetrate a lot. They kick it off. Amon shot up. It's good. Yeah. Little 10-footer.
Absolutely. Nice little free throw from the free throw line.
5.5 minutes to go. It's an 8-point ball game. Ramsey's got it. Amon picks her up on a screen, and it's a mid-range jumper. It's short. And ball is timeout called by Tampa, trying to save that possession. And let's see what we're going with here. We're going with a 30-second timeout with the score 47-39 with 5:20 to go here in the third. Well, we're back here at courtside. Jim Mitchell along with Terry Parks, and looks like the Panthers are falling down here by 8 points with 5:20 to go. But that's, it was 7 points at half, so they're playing pretty even here.
Yes, they are.
The rebounds are 20 for the Panthers, 23 for Tampa, so they're closing the gap a little there.
Absolutely. Like I said, this half here has been pretty even. The energy on both ends by the Lady Panthers was keeping them in it.
They got 9 offensive boards as Florida Tech. Here's the ball, belongs to Tampa. Gusto's got it outside and gets it off to Sullivan. Sullivan is working on Amon. Baseline jumper is not good, and they're going to get a foul on Amon. That's her third. Puts Sullivan at the free throw line.
I thought she had her hands straight up. Now, granted, the official is closer than I am, but she had her hands straight up, and I just think at this juncture of the game, you don't want to really be calling phantom fouls. They got to be very evident.
Sullivan's free throw is drilled like a line drive right in there, and the lead is 9.
So our starting forward and her backup both have 3, correct?
Yes. Missed that free throw. Rebound goes to Amon. Comes Lipitor with it across center court and gives it to Roberts. And Roberts wants to go into the paint. And she does. Off the glass. No good. Rebound tied up. And it's going to belong to Tampa. All right. 4:52 to go in the third. It's 48-39. And we're going to take a long timeout. The Panthers trail 48-39. And it's 4:52 to go. Third quarter.
We're joined by Ella Gibson from Panther Softball. Ella, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what's your major here at Florida Tech, and why did you choose it? Is it something you've always wanted to do?
My major is clinical psychology, and I became really interested in just the field of psychology in general. And the clinical aspect is more because I just really enjoy interacting with other people. A really big part of my personality is just making friends everywhere I go, and I think that this is a great field that I can use that skill in.
Transferring here from a junior college on the West Coast, what appealed to you about Florida Tech that made you want to make that journey?
So I'm from Northern California, where it actually gets pretty cold, and when Coach Val reached out to me, I came on a visit, and I love being by the beach. I love the weather, and honestly, that's what mostly drew me in. Of course, we have great academics here, and I was really excited to learn about that, as well as the softball and athletic programs. They're awesome. So I kind of all tied together for me in a really nice way.
How do you plan to use your degree after graduation?
I'm graduating in the spring, and I plan to continue my education and go to graduate school. Ultimately, I think I do want to be a clinical psychologist, but obviously.
All right, back here at courtside, 4:52 to go in the third, 48-39, a 9-point lead. What happened?
It's a technical foul on Coach Reynolds.
Oh, really?
And you know what? To be honest with you, that is is needed. I think he's using that to fire his team up, because he knows, just like I was about to say, that the Lady Panthers are teetering right now, and we could look up in a couple of minutes and they could be down 20 if they don't turn this around quickly.
It's 50-39, 11-point lead. I think that matches. Let's see, the biggest lead Tampa's had has been 10. And we've had a run of 4, and that's about it for us. All right, they get the ball, too. Made 2 free throws on the technical. Ramsey outside.
Yeah. See, the ball screen is leading to all type of open looks like that. She just happened to miss that one.
The foul is going to be on Florida Tech, and they're going to get that for Amon. I didn't see it.
Oh.
That's her fourth, I think, maybe.
And that's a shame, because I love her activity. She's really stepping out and hedging hard on those ball screens.
Well, the Panthers are put them in the bonus now. They get 2 shots the rest of the way, and they got 4:32 to go here in the third. Free throw is up, and it is good. And the last 3 points they've made have been at the free throw line.
Yeah.
It's 51-39, and now it's another one there. So the Panthers need to do something. They're down 13. They did a long pass to Liberators on the baseline. Reverse lay-in is good.
So the nice aggressive move there. She used the net and the rim to protect the ball from that shot blocker.
52-41. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third. Tampa's got the lead, and they've got the ball. They go inside, but nobody was there, and Sullivan threw it away.
Yeah. They tried to go high-low. High-low there was a good look, but it's a little too long.
4 minutes to go in the third, and it's down the court they come. Smith got it. They go inside via Canati. It's turnover. Gusto with it, and they go inside. Sullivan up, and not good. Rebound goes to Via Canati. That's a good rebound.
Absolutely.
Lipitor takes it all the way down off the glass. No good. Foul is going to be called this time. I think it's going to be called on Marcheski. They ain't thinking of shoot some free throws this time.
Yeah.
And the Panthers at the free throw line looks like they're like the 3 out of 5 or something. And that free throw is good. They went from 60% to 67. And missed that one though. And it's a 10-point ball game. 3.5 minutes to go. It was 7 at the half. It's 10 now. And that's part of that came from the technical too. And then we're getting foul trouble a little bit. Gallagher gets it outside to Ramsey. Gallagher's shot, it is not good. Rebound goes to Smith. Down the court quickly. They go inside. Villacanati shot up. I think foul by Ramsey. Ramsey can't handle Villacanati inside because let's see, Ramsey's about 5'7", Villacanati's 6'3". They'll put Villacanati at the free throw line where she's not shot very many of them and she hadn't missed any. She's been injured for 2 or 3 games.
Oh, okay.
Had a bad heel, and they nursed that along, and now it looks like her knee's bandaged up too, but she made that free throw. And it's back to 9 points, single digits, 3:05 to go in the third. Here comes the second free throw up and made them both.
Nice.
It's 52 to 44.
So we're back at 8 points again.
8 points. It was 13, I think. They get the pass. Whoops,
There
they
we
threw
go.
it away.
There we go. The Lady Panthers jumped the ball at half court. The Lady Spartans were not expecting it. It leads to a turnover.
Yep. They threw the ball where the person was, but she left that position, and it went out of bounds, and the Panthers can get it a little closer here with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third. In the corner they go. Johansson for 3. Got it.
There you go. We'll take that.
Wow. 5-point ball game. Two and a half minutes to go. It's 52-47. Malczewski outside with it. They go inside to Sullivan, and a foul on Villacanati. Well, you see what happens when the things get close. They just take it to Sullivan a lot, and she'll just kind of go on you. And if she don't make it, she'll get to the free throw line. And I've watched her play for a couple of years, and pretty hard to handle when they come down the stretch.
Absolutely.
If they get in trouble, they really depend on her.
Well, that's the universal run stopper, Jimmy. You need to stop a run, go inside. Get the ball in the paint.
Made both of those free throws as well. 2:19 to go, and it's a 7-point ball game. And Johansson just made that 3, and it took her out. All right, here comes the Panthers. Lipitor outside with it. Roberts off the glass. It's good. That's a good move there. That's, going left and shooting the right hand is not easy to do.
No, it's not.
Sullivan up, no good. Rebound goes to the Panthers. It's a 5-point ball game. Roberts has got it again. Outside, Lipitor for a 3. Missed it. Rebound goes.
That would have helped tremendously.
That would have really changed things. A minute and a half to go. It's a 5-point lead by Tampa, 54-49.
I'm willing to bet Tampa would have called a timeout had they gone in.
I think so. They go inside right away. Sullivan.
Yeah, if you get caught on the high side of her like that, there's no recovering. There's no recovering. You don't want to get caught there.
Smith took that ball in the paint, did a 360, and dropped it right off the glass.
You used to do that too, didn't you, Jimmy?
I lose my shoes and a few other things. It's a 5-point ball game. 55 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
So Ugins, she's really competing down low. I like that.
They take it down.
There you
no
go.
Good. And they steal it away from us. We just wasn't ready for it. What happened?
Did it change possession?
Well,
so they would get a full shot clock then.
Via Canati's coming out and Daniels is coming in.
Now Daniels has got to be careful.
As our turnovers, we haven't got a stat up here lately, but they've gone inside right away. A long pass inside, back out to Ramsey though. 30 seconds to go. They try to go inside. It's stolen away. Roberts has got it, and the Roberts probably will not give it up. Man, put it in there.
Absolutely.
15 seconds to go in the third. It's a 3-point ball game, and the Panthers have fought back from 13 points down to 3. Here's Ramsey outside. Justo takes it down off the glass. No good. And that's the end of the third quarter with the score 56-53. Panthers trail by 3. We'll be back.
We're joined by Jada Hall from Panther Women's Basketball. Jada, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
What's your major at Florida Tech, and why did you choose it? Is it something that you've always wanted to do?
My major is pre-law with a minor in forensic psychology. I actually wanted to be an oceanographer, but I realized that I hated math, so something just drew me to forensic psychology. And then I started taking forensic classes, but I realized I liked the law aspect more than the criminal aspect. So
growing up in Atlanta,
Court side where it's 0.4 of a second left. Tampa's got time to just pick it and shoot it. They do and miss it. Now we'll take that break and we'll be back.
She's coming back in the game now.
We're joined by Jada Hall from Panther Women's Basketball. Jada, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
What's your major at Florida Tech, and why did you choose it? Is it something that you've always wanted to do?
My major is pre-law with a minor in forensic psychology. I actually wanted to be an oceanographer, but I realized that I hated math, so something just drew me to forensic psychology. And then I started taking forensic classes, but I realized I liked the law aspect more than the criminal aspect. So
growing up in Atlanta, what was it about Florida Tech that drew you here?
The weather, the beach, and the coaching staff.
So how do you plan to use your degree after graduation?
I am currently studying for the LSAT, and I plan to go to law school next year. I plan to become a corporate attorney and work for bigger corporations, and then I'm currently a young entrepreneur and I own an athleisure wear business. As time goes on, I want to grow my own business and brand. So
it's interesting that you wanted to look at both the forensic psychology and the law aspect. What brought you about to that, and where do you want to be in the field once you're working? Because it does sound like very related topics, but two very.
All right, we're back here at courtside where the rebounds are 27 for Tampa, 25 for the Panthers, so they're getting back in that. And we've turned it over 4 times. Tampa's turned it over 13, and here comes the Panthers with the ball starting this quarter.
So you get a little flex action, flex offense, cross screen on the baseline, down screen to the elbow.
Liberatore's got it inside, takes it off the glass. It was in and out. Ramsey takes it down. It's a 3-point ball game. Tampa's got the ball here and leading by 3. They want to go inside, and they'd like to get it in there to Ken if they can. Here's a long shot outside, and she drilled another one.
Set up by a nice offense, nice flare screen, catching a shot.
3 out of 3 from the threes. And the lead went up to 6. Kiki's got it inside. They get it outside to Roberts. Roberts takes it down off the glass. No good. Rebound Tampa. Here comes Gusto with it. Down the court. Takes it all the way down off the glass. Good. Wow.
You got to stop the ball. She took the ball in the backcourt and took it all the way for a layup. Want to stop that basketball.
Ball knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Panthers, but 8:45 to go here in the ball game. It's an 8-point lead. It was 3. They've came out in 5 points right away. They get it to Smith outside. Liberatore's got it, takes it into the paint, off the glass. Good, and a foul. They needed that.
They absolutely did.
If you're a Panther fan, of course, if Tampa's listening in, they didn't like it, but
well, she's making an absolute killing going to the basket. She's very, very aggressive.
Yeah, she's got 13 points.
Yeah.
And at the free throw line, here she goes, trying to get another one, and then got it.
There we go.
And the lead is back to 5. 61-56, 8.5 minutes to go in the basketball game.
See, we've gone 2-3.
Here's a long 3 outside, and wow.
If you're playing the zone and if that ball gets to the high post as easy as it did just then, it's going to be a long night. You can try and keep that ball out of the high post.
Here's Smith with it. And a foul is going to be called on Tampa. Who's it going to be on? Be on number 5, Ramsey. That's her third. And they've picked up a couple of fouls already here, and we're just underway here with 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Smith outside. Takes it into the paint. And a foul is going to be called on, is it Ken? Now let's see what that puts on her.
I think it's 4.
That is 4 personal fouls on her. She got 14 points. And they're putting Smith at the free throw line.
Violation there. Okay, she made it.
Made the free throw. 64-57, 8:04 to go. And made them both. 64-58, 6-point game. We're approaching the 8-minute mark of the basketball game. Here comes Tampa. Gusto with it outside. Sullivan now with it. Gets it over to Ramsey. They try to go inside. They do. Shot up and in, and a foul is going to be called on the Panthers.
It's a tough break. I thought Ogun really competed down there. Ken did a spin move, really got it real deep. All she could do is build a wall straight up, but she got a foul called on her anyway.
He's bringing Amon back in there, I think, with 4 fouls and taking Ujin out. So it's an 8-point ball game, and this free throw on its way, and it's short. But they get the rebound, and it goes out of bounds, belongs to the Panthers. I think we're flat-footed a little bit there.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point in the game, you got to get every single rebound.
Yep. I mean, they got that rebound right from the second position. Outside it goes to Smith. They go to Kiki. Yeah. Back outside, Roberts. Smith's got it. Roberts goes inside. Amon up, no good. Get a rebound up, no good. And a foul on the Panthers.
Is that?
I think it's on.
That's her 5th, maybe.
Is it on Kiki?
Iman.
Not sure who. They didn't put the thing up there yet. Anyway, it's an 8-point. No, it's on Kiki. Got her 4th. 8-point ball game. They go inside. Good move up and in. Wow, quick move too on the baseline.
Real quick. She's really shifty down there.
10-point ball game with 7 minutes to go. Kiki's got it around the free throw line. Outside it goes to Smith. Lipitor outside. Kiki turnaround jumper, good.
Nice shot. She's made about 2 or 3 of those tonight. Nice touch. Nice touch from the free throw area.
68-60, 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game, and it's anybody's game right now. I mean, you need to be ahead by 20 if Ramsey takes it inside, up and in by Ken, and they got a blocking foul on the Panthers, and that basket shouldn't count then.
No, it's not going to count. She waved it off. It was on the pass. And unfortunately, I think that's going to be it.
5 fouls, I think, on Amon.
Yeah, I think that's it. And I'll tell you what, I enjoy watching her. She really gets after it out there.
Yeah, it's about 6'2", and, not thin of stature. She holds her own.
There are a lot of – how many 6-footers are out there? That's the first thing I noticed when I was on the floor before the game.
Yeah, a lot of
on both sides.
Yeah.
On both sides.
And that foul is not going to be a shooting foul, so they got Sullivan in there, and he gets it out to Ramsey. Ustav outside, and she's picked up in a hurry. Sullivan's trying to get inside of the paint and does.
She carried the ball there. She carried it.
Carried it, and made that basket too.
Yeah, she sure did.
You can see that she's talented and that she's well coordinated and seems to be a step ahead of everybody else. 68-60. They get it to Kiki. Roberts for a 3. It's short. Rebound goes to Tampa. Ramsey gets a lot of rebounds for them. Number 5, and they're in the corner, almost lost it. Sullivan's got it outside. Long pass outside, and it's a 3-up. It's not good. Rebound by Johansson. Good position there.
Great box out. She did a great job boxing her out, gaining the advantage on the glass.
Lipitor for 3. It's no good. Rebound goes to Ramsey again.
So if you notice, the last 2 possessions, they haven't driven the ball. We were driving the ball. We were more aggressive earlier.
Ramsey's got 9 rebounds. Ball stolen away by behind. That's the way to play that big lady and get in there behind her. Roberts outside. Free throw line shot up. It's good.
Nice shot.
John Reynolds wants to take a short timeout. And now I'm going to take a long timeout with 5:03 to go.
The Institute of Technology, a university built upon discovery, driven by innovation, and focused on the future. Known for what we do best, high-tech, hands-on education with a global impact. Rigorous research that advances the state-of-the-art, expands human knowledge, and inspires future generations. Florida Tech, a community of learners united in the relentless pursuit of greatness.
Okay, we're back here at courtside, Jim Mitchell along with Terry Parks, and the Panthers are hanging tough, down by 6.
Yeah, they are. Making this, I think we had it down to 3 a couple of minutes ago. But one thing I noted, as I said earlier, we have gone away from what got us down to 3, and that was attacking the basket, getting that ball into the paint, driving hard, putting pressure on the rim. So I'd like to see us get back to that.
Yeah, and both teams now end up with 3 fouls apiece. They got one more to give, and that's it. Here comes some stats this way, and 5:03 to go in the basketball game, and it's 68-62. Tampa's up by 6.
Thank you.
We're getting 13 points out of Villacanati, 10 out of Daniels, Roberts 10, 14 out of Lipitor, and 8 out of Smith. They're getting 18 out of Ken. Gusto got 16 and 11 out of Sullivan and 9 out of Ramsey, and she's got 10 rebounds. Wow. All right, it's Tampa's shot outside. It's short. And the rebound goes to the Panthers. 4:40 to go. And it's a 6-point ball game. Panthers with the basketball. Lipitor outside with it. Crossover dribble. Gives it to Smith. They get it back to Johansson. She takes it into the paint.
There we go.
Inside,
there we go.
Got foul, and the foul goes on Gusto. I think that was in the act of shooting, wasn't it?
It was. It was.
They're in the bonus the rest of the way now.
And the technical foul on number 1 from Tampa.
Ooh.
Miss Gusto.
Yeah, she's played pretty much the whole game. So they're going to put Lipitor at the free throw line for the technicals, and then they'll put I don't know who is it. Smith's going to shoot the. So somebody said the wrong thing to the officials, and that's the end of that. Now the officials are freezing our player up, won't let her shoot the free throw. They're getting ready to do now. 4:25 to go. It's 68-62. So we've had 2 technicals tonight, one on John Reynolds and one on one of the players from Tampa. Here's the free throw up. It's good. 68-63, 5-point ball game. And missed that one. Now maybe she was the one that's supposed to was shooting the free throws anyway. Free throw up, and this one is good. It's 68-64, 4-point ball game. And made that one too. And now it's going to be Panther basketball.
Yeah, so we have a chance of a 6-point possession here.
It's 68-65 with 4:25 to go. Now that's what it was at the end of the third quarter.
Right. They've gone zone.
They got the Acapora in there, and they go.
There we go.
There's her shot outside, and it's good. She's a shooter.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Tied the game up.
Tied it up. Inside out. Inside out. The ball goes inside.
And I don't realize that she hadn't been played much, and that's her first shot of the night, and she makes a 3. Now they go to Sullivan. Mid-range jumper, not good. Rebound and out of bounds. Panther basketball. 3:48 to go, and the Panthers get it.
Let's see if we can get another paint touch here, either by feeding the post or dribble penetration.
Lipitor outside. She's going to shoot a 3. It's a little short. .320 to go. We're tied at 68. They get it to Sullivan. They go inside, shot up and in, and the big girl's working on us.
Yeah, had a big screen into a high-low action.
Smith with it outside. Tampa's pretty much maxed up man-to-man, and they want to keep on Acapora because, like I say, she makes about a half of those 3s. Smith outside, it's short. Two-point lead by Tampa with 2:40 to go in the basketball game.
I bet I know who's going to get the ball right here.
Probably Sullivan. And then they'll look to go inside.
Absolutely.
Ramsey with it.
She's trying to settle in on the block right now. Push off, offensive, great call.
Offensive foul on Sullivan. Now, you saw it coming. Now, you know that because it's debatable. They'll go one way and the next one they won't go that way.
Yeah, that was a great call. She used her body to gain an advantage. That was a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned.
2:24 to go. It's 70-68. Tampa's up by 2. I think John Reynolds likes where he is about right now. Kiki Daniels outside. They get it off to Smith. Kiki's going to take it into the paint off the glass. It's a little firm. Here comes Tampa. Ramsey's got it. They get the Gusto outside. A foul is going to be called on the Panthers, I think. And they're going to call it on Smith. Here comes Roberts. Where's she been?
All
right. She's coming into the lineup, and Smith's going out.
I'll tell you what, I like to see the Lady Panthers attack Ken like they just tried to do the last possession. But, remember she has 4 fouls.
They bring Via Canati in, and they take out Kiki. So Icy came in, and here's the pass going inside. So they got a 6-3 against a 6-3, and that just turnaround jumper was pretty good.
Yeah, that's a big-time move, a face-up jump shot. Just faced her up, shot it in the hole.
Via Canati outside. Outside, Acapulco, they don't want her shooting that shot out there, and drives the basket.
Yes.
72-70 with 1:20 to go. Tampa's up by 2. They've got the ball. And this is anybody's ball game right now. Ramsey goes to Sullivan. They go inside. They're up and in again. Wow, she is working the inside.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
74-70 with 1 minute to go. Lipitor outside, and they get it to Robert. On the baseline, takes it inside, shot up, foul. She's going to the free throw line for 2. 55 seconds to go. It's 74-70, and Roberts at the free throw line trying to get this down to a 1-possession ball game.
Now, do you think Tampa will call a timeout to advance the ball?
I think they can. Let's see, it's 7:05. This game's moved right along, actually.
It sure has. Had a great flow to it.
Free throw is good. And this one is good as well. 2-point ball game, 55 seconds to go. And I'm sure Tampa didn't expect this kind of a game because the Panthers have been struggling a little earlier in the year. They're getting a little better as they go along, which is what they're supposed to do.
There's that big down screen seal, post entry layup.
Foul
and a foul.
Roberts. No, they called that on Via Canati, I think. And they're going to put her at the free throw line. They've picked up the pace on the free throws a little bit. They're about 74%. And they missed that one and get the rebound. That's the second time that happened.
Absolutely. And that one hurt this time.
And that put them up 4, and they were up only 3, and 39 seconds to go.
Unfortunately, looking at these stats, we don't have any updated stats, but from the last ones that we received, I see that Tampa has made more free throws than we attempted. Yeah. And typically that's not a good, that's usually that equals a win or a loss or a win in Tampa's case.
Yeah, that's what happened on the men when they lost that game to Beaumont. They made 20 free throws. We made 9.
Right. But how many did y'all attempt? 18.
They were 20 out of 24 or something.
And y'all were like 9. Y'all were 9 for 18.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
All right. 39 seconds to go. It's a 4-point ball game. The ball's going to belong to the Panthers, though. So it's still anybody's ball game. You can't be rested. You can't be resting. Here is a long shot outside. It's no good. They blocked out well, and a foul is going to be on the Panthers. And I don't blame them.
That reminded me of the old box-out drills where you had to let the ball hit the floor before you grabbed it. So that was a textbook seal there. Textbook.
They're going to shoot 2 free throws, and they're going to put Marcheski at the free throw line. Take a look at her free throw shooting so far. I don't think she shot any free throws. She's made some threes, though. 3 of them. Free throw up, and it's good. Now this game is slipping away here in the, they used to say the last minute and a half of the game, 80% of the points come at the free throw line. So we're making some of these count right now, and it's 78-72. 30 seconds to go, and the Panthers have got to put something up. And the shot up, no good, foul, and she's going to the free throw line. 27 seconds to go. It is 78-72. I think John Reynolds is probably pretty proud of his ball club, even though losing is not something you relish, but they could have been blown out here tonight by 20. That didn't happen.
Hey, you remember that technical foul that he dialed up. That was
looms now.
Absolutely. But again, remember they were teetering though. I thought they were teetering, and that sort of put some fire back into them.
Here comes the free throw. And missed that free throw, and a timeout called by Tampa. Now I think they might move that ball up the center court.
Yes, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. 26 seconds to go. It's 78-73, a 5-point ball game, and Tampa's going to move that ball up the court a little bit, and don't want to run the risk of something happening down on the backcourt.
Yeah. And to your point, this is where the game's salted away, that free throw line. You know, you're going to get fouled. The good teams, they slam the door shut at that free throw line.
All right, 26 seconds to go. It's 78-73, and the Panthers, because, you know, the shot clock is off. So right now the Panthers are either going to foul or they're just going to run the clock out, and they've stepped up their free throw shooting pretty well. And so let's see what happens here. They get it to Sullivan. Long pass. They go inside, and they didn't shoot it. And this time they do get a foul, and they're going to put Marcheski in there. I don't know why she wouldn't shoot that one. That's just a lay in there. You know?
Yeah, it's sure.
20 seconds to go. It's 78-73, and Marcheski is going to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, we always tell our people, take the layup.
Yep, if it's there,
if
you
it's
need
there.
to take it, yeah.
I think she was the only one in the paint at that time.
Yep, and then you missed the free throw,
right.
So you cost them 1 point for sure. And if she makes this one, John Reynolds will call a timeout and move it down the court as well. And she did. Nope, he didn't call it. And here goes Roberts down the court quickly. Lipitor had it blocked. And I don't think you need to foul now with 11 seconds to go, down by 6. But we did. And 79-73, 11 seconds to go, and Tampa is up by 6 and at the free throw line, and they're going to win this game. Well, you know how road games are in the Sunshine State Conference. You know, it's not like you're just going to blow somebody out. You know, everybody gets up for everybody else. Tampa's one of the best teams in the, well, they're a sure shot to get in the playoffs regardless, because they're highly ranked in the region, like 1 or 2 or something like that in the region. And that includes the Huntsville, Alabama bunch and up in the Carolinas. So,
right.
So it's 11 seconds to go. It's an 8-point ball game, and John's going to move that ball down to center court. But this game is pretty much over, and the Panthers put up a good battle. Well, they had it down to, 2 points? 68.
It was tied.
They were tied once.
You made a 3 here in front of the bench. Tied it up.
I think we were tied at 68 apiece. And they went on a 13-5 run. All right, we're ready to come out of this timeout. Band's making a lot of noise over there, and there's a little crowd underneath us and a few on the other side. And
I see some posters and some signs.
We're in the middle of the week here, and Billy Mims had a pie put in his face.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, 11 seconds to go. It's 81-73. Tampa's up by 8. I don't know what we're waiting on. Now we're waiting on the buzzer, I guess. Here's Sev. Will trigger it in. It goes to Roberts. And back to Sev for a 3. And it's a little off to the right. And Roberts gets it. And what happened? Somebody fouled. Well, 6 seconds to go. Roberts is at the free throw line shooting a couple of free throws, and bounces the ball, eyes the basket, and it's on its way, and it's good. She's done a good job at the free throw line. Maybe missed one all the total. Free throw up, and this one's good as well. I don't know why we would foul now with 5 seconds to go. I mean, if you want to work on some stuff, you can work on your press or something like that, but I don't know about putting them at the free throw line.
Well, you know, with the ability to bring the ball back to half court, you know, she misses a couple of free throws here. Then you call a timeout, move it back down. You know, it's, you know.
Yeah, it's a 6-point ball game with 5 seconds to go.
Well, a lot has got to go wrong for Tampa for this to be even in that area.
Yep.
I mean, they've got to goof up a few times, and unfortunately, I think we're going to run out of time.
All right. We're coming the other way, and they're going to shoot some free throws. Nope, they're not shooting free throws.
Oh.
I don't even understand that, really. Somebody might have got a timeout before it.
That's what it was.
For Ramsey, and then we fouled again. No time went off the clock. In fact, I think they added a tenth of a point. It was 5.1.
Well, it was 5-1. They changed it back to 6-1 because apparently they called the timeout to move the ball down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Free throw line is Ramsey. Free throw up, and it's good. She's had a bunch of rebounds. I know about 11. And that free throw is good as well. And we're down to nothing on the clock now. And that's the end of the ball game with Tampa winning at 83-75. We'll take a break. We'll do some stats, and we'll get John Reynolds up here.
We're joined by Jada Hall from Panther Women's Basketball. Jada, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
What's your major at Florida Tech, and why did you choose it? Is it something that you've always wanted to do?
My major is pre-law with a minor in forensic psychology. I actually wanted to be an oceanographer, but I realized that I hated math.
Okay, we're back here at courtside. Some of the scoring, they had 26 points out of Ken. Gusto had 16, 4 for Ramsey. 5 points for Jones, 11 points for Sullivan, 9 for Gallagher. Marcheski had 12. They out-rebounded the Panthers 40-31. For the Florida Tech, they had 13 out of Viaconati, 10 out of Daniels. Roberts had 15. Liberatore had 17. 3 for Johansson, 8 for Smith, 5 for Acapora, 4 for Allman. The Panthers, it says, turn it over 4 times. Pretty unusual. Had 4 steals, and Tampa turned it over 16 times. Tampa shot for the game 55%. The Panthers shot 31. Tampa shot 5 out of 10 from the threes. The Panthers were 4 out of 21, which was a bad night for them. Tampa made 24 out of 32 free throws for 75%. The Panthers were 17 out of 22 for 77%. Points off of turnovers. See, that's the Panthers lead that 12-2. In the paint, Panthers lead that 36-32. Second chance points, they lead that 7-4. Fast breaks, though, belong to Tampa, 13-10, and their bench outscored us 21-17. We're waiting on John Reynolds to come up and go over this a little bit, and then we'll go from there and get ready for this other game, which will happen in about 26 minutes. So we're going to take a timeout and be back when John Reynolds gets here.
We're joined by Jada Hall from Panther Women's Basketball. Jada, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
What's your major at Florida Tech, and why did you choose it? Is it something that you've always wanted to do?
My major is pre-law with a minor in forensic psychology. I actually wanted to be an oceanographer, but I realized that I hated math, so something just drew me to forensic psychology. And then I started taking forensic classes, but I realized I liked the law aspect more than the criminal aspect. So
growing up in Atlanta, what was it about Florida Tech that drew you here?
The weather, the beach, and the coaching staff.
So how do you plan to use your degree after graduation?
I am currently studying for the LSAT, and I plan to go to law school next year. I plan to become a corporate attorney and work for bigger corporations, and then I'm currently a young entrepreneur, and I own an athleisure wear business. As time goes on, I want to grow my own business and brand. So
it's interesting that you wanted to look at both the forensic psychology and the law aspect. What brought you about to that, and where do you want to be in the field, once you're working? Because it does sound like very related topics, but 2 very different aspects.
I like the criminal classes that the school offers, but I like the logical thinking and arguing a little bit more.
So in these classes, between your pre-law and the forensic psychology, what exactly would be some of the projects that you've worked on, or is it a little bit different in these areas? What's something in your class that you've really liked doing?
Well, forensic psychology and pre-law are completely different. In my pre-law classes, I'm making arguments, and in my forensic psychology classes, I'm studying crime and analyzing where crime takes place. So one project that I'm working on is, should breast implants be banned? And I'm arguing that they should not. I'm interested in going into medical malpractice, but if not medical malpractice, I plan on working in corporate law and maybe a hospital as an in-house hospital attorney. So.
Between all the early morning practices and the film sessions and the road trips, there's a lot that goes on during your season. How do you keep everything going once you're in season? Because that is a lot.
Well, every day, I've been here for 4 years, so now I know that I have to wake up at 5:30, or really 5 o'clock. So I've trained my mind to not think about that, man, I have to wake up. I just know that I just train myself to realize that, man, I get to be here, I get to work out, and then right after workouts, I study, and then I go to weights, and then I learn how to take a nap in the middle of the day, and then I just go to my classes. But I budget my time by doing all my work ahead.
So to mention that, you talk about time budgeting, and when we talk with a lot of these athletes, it is about time management and discipline. But how has being a college athlete prepared you for what you're going to do? And do you feel like there's any lessons that you've taken from basketball on and off the court that you feel like help you with your studies?
I would tell a freshman, an incoming freshman, to figure out what you want to do with your degree ahead of time and not wait until junior year to change your major. and also be disciplined freshman year. Don't wait and say, "Oh, I'll take school serious when I get my junior year," because then you'll just make life harder for yourself.
We got the 2022-23 season beginning in just over a week. What are you looking forward to most this year, and what have you enjoyed the most about your time with the program?
I'm looking forward to traveling with my team. I love going to Tampa every year with my team. So.
All right, we're courtside here with John Reynolds. And, hey, John, if this score was 83-75, but you were tied there late in the game, and the Panthers
68, and we couldn't finish, and we couldn't stop Sydney Kinn from scoring. I mean, we played in front of her, she scored. We played behind her, she scored. They went to her late in the game. I thought we lost the game in the first quarter. I just talked to our team about that, and we missed 4 easy layups, 2 layups and 2 putbacks in the first quarter. That's 8 points. We lost this game by 8 points. So you got to, every possession counts, and you got to play every possession, and you got to finish the easy ones, because I think Tampa's a really good defensive team. Now, they got a lot of offensive power, but I give them credit. I thought they play really good defense, so you got to score with them. When they score, you got to score. Halftime, we made a couple adjustments. We said we needed to hold them to 15 in the third quarter. We held them to 15, and we scored 19. Started to crawl back in the game a little bit. Got back, hit a couple of threes, but we got out-rebounded, Jim, by 9, and then we were terrible for three-point shooting. I mean, we were 4 for 21, and we had some good looks. Just kids that we got confidence in just didn't make a shot tonight. So we got to get ready for Saturday. I mean, if Tampa's, 12, 13, 14 in the country, I thought we played with them well on our court. I think part of us is we need some game experience for our freshmen. I mean, we got a couple freshmen playing point guards. They don't have this level decision-making experience, and I think that's going to come. I think Remy played a really good game tonight, and I think Ty's got a lot to learn, and she's got all the tools. She's got all the tools. She just got to learn the situations, understand what's on the clock. Will be better.
I didn't understand Acapora, didn't play but 12 minutes and was 2 out of 2 from the field goals and 1 out of 1 from the threes.
Listen, we got when we made the run, we got a lineup. She's got a bandage on her hand. I don't know what happened. A bandage on her elbow. I don't know. 12 minutes. Maybe should have played a little bit more. Yeah. I mean, maybe, but. Again, that's only our third game. Right. We don't have a rotation down, and Emily's capable of putting up 20 points on any night.
Yeah, and you're right about Sydney Kinn. She was 12 out of 13 from the field. I mean, she got it down low and just took us.
Listen, she's shooting 94% from the free throw line, and she was 2 for 7 tonight.
Yeah.
So we bought a little bit there, but I thought. They go to Sullivan, shot clock's down to 5, and they got a guy they can give the ball to. I'll tell you who I thought played good tonight. Kiki Daniels played really hard for us tonight. I mean, she drew the toughest defensive assignments. What was she from the floor tonight, Kiki? 4 for 9? I'd like to see her 5 for 9, but, I thought that I didn't think she took a 3. But free throws, we were 17 for 22. But 4
you can live with that.
4, yeah, listen, this team is capable of being 85% every game. There's not a doubt in my mind. But, look, here's what I'm not taking from it, and I don't want them taking from it. We're not taking a moral victory because we played the number 1 team in the league, a team at 6-0, just beating teams by 20 and 30. Yeah.
They haven't been a close game yet.
We're not looking for a moral victory.
No.
Listen, we got to come out. This is conference play. You got to learn from your mistakes tonight. We got to improve, and we got to do a better job of putting young kids in situations where they're not ready for those decisions yet. We talked about that on the bench tonight. So.
Well, you go on the road Saturday, go to Lynn, and they're 5-1 overall. So there you go.
Well, we're 1-2, and we'll have to come back 2-2. That's what we're looking to do. Thanks, Jim.
All right, Coach Reynolds here. This Tampa wins at 83-75, and we'll be next game is on Saturday for the ladies, and they'll be down in Lynn. So we're going to shut her down.